Hi everyone, good evening. Hi English. Let me check if everything is alright. Yes. Ah, yes. Hi Nilesh. Hi Pranjali. Hi Sushi. How are you? How are you everyone? And how was yesterday's session? And I'm so sorry I was late because I am late. बिकॉज मैं कुछ काम कर रही थी अपना हीलिंग का सो दैट इज व्हाई वो थोड़ा 2-3 घंटे के ऊपर चला गया सो ओके आई आई बी बैक जस्ट गिव मी 2 minutes एसी ऑन कर ah I'm good, thank you, Sushi. I'm waiting from 3 p.m. Now your wait is over. We are going to start our next chapter. How was yesterday's session? Do let me know. Huh. Got it. कल हमने फर्स्ट चैप्टर रीड किया था वो था द शिट हिट्स जिसमें बहुत ही अच्छी स्टोरी सुनाई उन्होंने बताया कि कैसे कैसे उनके फ्रेंड के साथ उनकी प्रॉब्लम हुई लाइक कैसे उनके फ्रेंड ने उनको बिट्रेयल किया डिग्रेड करने की कोशिश करी उनकी रेपुटेशन पे सब कुछ करने की कोशिश किया उनके पास एविडेंसेस भी थे कि वो बिल्कुल इनोसेंट हैं लाइक उनके फ्रेंड ही उनको डिच करा स्टिल डॉक्टर्स वो बेटर ने अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ली उसको क्लीन किया बाय टेकिंग रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी उसको इरेज करा उसको ब्लेम नहीं करा बस ये सोचा कि देयर समथिंग इनसाइड ऑफ मी कोई मेरे अंदर प्रोग्रामिंग है जिसकी वजह से ये सब कुछ हो रहा है एंड आफ्टर दैट उनका जो रिलेशनशिप ऑब्वियसली बैक उसी चीज ट्रैक पे नहीं आया बट आफ्टर सम टाइम उनके फ्रेंड ने कॉल किया कि ओके आई वांट योर हेल्प एंड स्टिल डॉक्टर जोविटल पुरानी बातों को भूल के कि ठीक है मतलब क्योंकि उनको पता था कि दोनों को शेयर्ड प्रोग्राम है तो उन्होंने पुरानी बातों को याद नहीं किया स्टिल ही हेल्प दैट पर्सन and now they're sharing a good relationship with each other. So the next chapter is you will never be the same. आप वैसे होपोनोपोनो करने के बाद आप सेम नहीं रहोगे. It's good. It's true, actually true that you will never be the same. So ho means to make, do, and create. Pono means balance, goodness, correctness, perfect order. Ho'oponopono is a method of creating perfect order and balance to heal a situation. After learning the basic Ho'oponopono process of saying 4 phrases that I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you, people often complain that more negative events than positive ones seem to occur. सो ये कितने लोगों के आप में से भी कितने लोगों की कंप्लेंट रहती है कि अरे यार मैंने होपोनोपोनो करना स्टार्ट किया आधे से लोग डरते मारे ही नहीं कर रहे कि नहीं नहीं जब मैं होपोनोपोनो करूंगी तो सिचुएशन और खराब हो जाएगी नेगेटिव हो जाएगी तो बहुत लोगों ने उनको कंप्लेंट करा कि भाई सिचुएशन और खराब वर्स्ट हो रही है ठीक होने से सो व्हाई डज दिस हैपन थिंक अबाउट अ ग्लास ऑफ वाटर that's been sitting for a while when you stir it the junk floats around, and some of it invariably rises to the top. You have to keep cleaning to catch all the dirt. The programming in our mind rests in deep and murky places, so we may experience darkness before we experience light. But we have to get the debris out because we get to clean water, and cleaning literally cleans. So, data is the word used for This unconscious programming, the garbage that prevents you from hearing the voice of your divinity. At a zero limit event, someone asked Dr. Hewlin about the difference between ego and divinity, and Dr. Hewlin replied, first of all, there is no such thing as an ego. Did you know that? No such thing. It's only a data, and it's a data that speaks, the data that says it's ego. But there is no such thing as that. It's only data. Can I make that point? It's only data. Data speak. You speak the data. You are not anywhere in control. The idea is for you to get the data and erase it. You are already perfect, and we just want to get the data out of the way so you can be in the light. सच अ ब्यूटीफुल थिंग इट इज एक्चुअली सो यहाँ पे किसी ने डॉक्टर ह्यूलिन से पूछा कि ईगो एंड डिविनिटी में क्या है तो डॉक्टर ह्यूलिन क्लीनिंग के बारे में क्यों बोलते हैं क्योंकि डॉक्टर ह्यूलिन बोलते हैं हमारे माइंड में डेटा है आप डेटा से सब कुछ कर रहे हो आज भी आपके माइंड में पुरानी रिप्रोग्रामिंग है पुरानी भी नहीं हो सकती प्रेजेंट वाली हो सकती है आपने आसपास देखा सोसाइटी से देखा पेरेंट्स से देखा पुराने जन्मों से देखा सारा ही सारा डेटा है और इसमें आपकी एग्जिस्टेंस कहाँ पे है obviously we are not existing like we are using our data and even we are just reprogramming our mind to like we are just putting more and more data so that कि हम वैसे ही अच्छे ऑपरेट करें so डॉक्टर ह्यूलिन बोलते हैं कि the idea is you get the data and erase it you are already perfect you all are already perfect but there is a glitch that glitch is in data that glitch is in your programming that glitch is in your subconscious mind reprogramming and अगर हम उस डेटा को इरेज कर देंगे उसको क्लीन कर देंगे एंड यू विल गेट योर ओन लाइट आपको अपनी लाइट मिलने लग जाएगी आपको अपनी लाइट मिल जाएगी आपको अपना विजडम मिल जाएगा आपको अपनी नॉलेज मिल जाएगी आपको बाहर ढूंढने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी एंड इट इज वेरी वेरी ट्रू यू ऑल हैव द नॉलेज वी ऑल हैव द नॉलेज इनसाइड ऑफ अस वी ऑल हैव द विजडम इनसाइड ऑफ अस if you keep tapping it's not about tapping once if you keep tapping inside of you one day that darkness will fade away one day that heart your mind, we can say ego, the data will fade away and you will see your own light, you will see your own wisdom, and you can do it. Like you all can do it. You are not different from anyone else, and not anyone else is different from you. Each and every person जिनको भी आप admire करते हो, you are like them. That is the only reason you admire that person, right? That is the only reason you admire that coach or that mentor, that guru. You are like that person only. So इसीलिए just be just say to yourself that I am perfect. I am, for example, if I'm not loving myself, if I have lack of self-love, that means I have lack of data, like lack of data, and that overloading of data. There is some glitch in data, and I have to clean this data by using prayers. That is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. There are only three kinds of data to deal with. Something I call IZ, that is infinite zero. This is the neutral state. The other is where divinity comes to zero and inspires you, which I call IZI. This is inspiration, and that means you are in the flow. It happens without any effort and with ease. You also have what we call the memory. The memory goes against ease. You have dis-ease and away from the source and yourself. Your mind can only be in one of these three states. There is no halfway. You can't over here or over there. So when Zero Limit came out, it stirred up people and their programs. More than once, I had to remind myself that it was not the person mounting off that was the issue. It was the data, the program in them causing them to complain. So यहाँ पे डॉक्टर ह्यूलिन ने भी बोला जब लोगों को पता चला दैट होने उसके बाद वो ट्रिगर हुए दे डिड सम फीलिंग एंड दे गॉट ट्रिगर्ड इवन डॉक्टर ह्यूलिन सेड या डॉक्टर जोविटर सेड मुझे भी अपने आप को रिमाइंड करवाना पड़ता था इफ समवन इज कंप्लेनिंग अबाउट मी uh, it means that that person is perfect, but his programming, his data, there is something glitch in that programming or data, right? Surely you have been there. You say something you did not mean and wonder where it came from. According to Ho'oponopono, it surfaced from program in your unconscious. You did not even know it was there until the right situation came along and hit the right button. Then look out, because here it comes. Shit on parade. Regarding the former friend who I wrote about in the last chapter, the one who had meltdown after our trip to Russia, the question to ask is, was it him or an activated program? I have since learned that virtually everything we do as a human is a result of our programming. Personally, I have never met anyone living from the fourth stage of awakening. I have read about them, but I am not the one of them. I am still in the stage three, that is surrender. The fourth stage, the fourth stage is enlightenment, comes by grace. And until then, it means that unconscious motivator drives most of our एक्शन सो जितने भी लोग प्रोग्रामिंग है जितना भी लोग एक्शंस ले रहे हैं या उनके फ्रेंड ने जो लास्ट स्टोरी बताई मैंने उनके फ्रेंड ने जो भी किया वो एक प्रोग्रामिंग थी उसके अंदर एक हिट था लाइक ऐसे नहीं था कि वो एकदम से सोचा समटाइम होता नहीं कि हम कुछ भी रिस्पॉन्ड कर देते किसी सिचुएशन में जो हमें भी नहीं लगता कि हम ऐसे रिस्पॉन्ड कर सकते बट दैट थिंग वाज इनसाइड ऑफ अस इनसाइड ऑफ अवर अनकॉन्शियस माइंड बट द थिंग इज कि जैसे ही वो ट्रिगर हुआ जैसे ही उसने किसी ने उसको ट्रिगर किया हमने वो बोल दिया एंड उसको ही हमने क्लीन करना है द दिस इज नो सरप्राइज द फील्ड ऑफ न्यूरोसाइंस रिवील्स हाउ अनकॉन्शियस वी आर we have more power and control available to us than ever before suspected. But the vast majority of people don't know that, let alone how to leverage it. And we walk through life essentially robots programmed by our upbringing and our inherited past to react in certain and predictable ways. When people lash out against me, you or anyone else, it's really about you, me, or anyone else. It's about the program they have. Here is the here's the rub. If you can see it in another, then you have it too. So Dr. Hewlin is famous saying, have you ever noticed that when you have a problem, you are there? You are there because you are the part of problem. Or better stated, you are the part of the program. The program is you attracted another person with the same program. It looks like a mirror. When you see in the mirror is you. What you see in life is also you. And the outer is in projection and you would not even know it existed unless you experience it inside yourself. Everything happens inside, the outside is just reflection. This is why it is very important to realize total responsibility is about owning everything you see and experience. There is nothing out there in many respects because you only become aware of it inside. Again, it's all the reflection of what is in you and it's all mirror. It is all the shared program. When you clean the program and you become part of the solution. I hope आप सभी लोग समझ पा रहे हो कि मैं हर चीज को मुझे लगता है एक्सप्लेन करने की जरूरत है बिकॉज वही घूम घूम के वही बात बोल रहे हैं सो this is how Dr. Hewlin helped heal an entire ward of mentally ill criminals. He did not work on them. He worked on himself. So डॉक्टर ह्यूले ने उनको कैसे ठीक किया था फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप किसी प्रॉब्लम में ऊपर वाले पैराग्राफ समझा देती हूँ सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप किसी प्रॉब्लम में हो एंड अगर आप उस प्रॉब्लम को देख पा रहे हो दैट मीन्स यू हैव ऑल्सो द प्रॉब्लम इनसाइड ऑफ यू एंड यू आर द पार्ट ऑफ दिस प्रोग्राम मतलब प्रॉब्लम मतलब प्रोग्राम जो भी शेयर्ड मेमोरी चल रही है हमारी सभी के साथ सो यू आर द पार्ट ऑफ दैट प्रॉब्लम और वी कैन से प्रोग्राम सो जो हमारी होपोनोपोनो प्रेयर है इट्स ऑल अबाउट वन दैट वननेस दैट वी ऑल आर वन अगर आपके अंदर ये दिमाग में है अगर आप अपने दिमाग को ये समझा लो कि वी ऑल आर वन वट एवर आई सी इट्स अ रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ मी वट एवर आई do it's a reflection of me then you will experience miracles of ho'oponopono अगर आप अपने आप को ये नहीं समझा सकते कि नहीं I am the only one and others are different then ho'oponopono will not give any result और आपको believe भी नहीं होगा और ho'oponopono में सबसे important basic है ये that you are the one and everyone else is projection and reflection of you. You are seeing mirror. Like for example, if you seeing people outside of you, they are just mirror, they are reflecting different parts of you. So मैंने भी आपको एक चीज शेयर करी थी So we have different parts inside of our unconscious mind, inside of our subconscious mind. Some parts are very good, some memories are very good, and some memories are very, very bad. Like from maybe from past life, maybe from past events, maybe from जो हमारी इस life में past event है उससे भी हो सकता है. So when I was traveling, I just before one day before the traveling that for the like जो मतलब travel करने से पहले I was like one day before I was feeling little nervous. Literally I'll say बहुत ज़्यादा nervous. I was feeling like कि मुझे नहीं जाना चाहिए, मुझे नहीं जाना चाहिए. So then one of my friend like he's like, no, don't go, don't think like this. You should go and you should embrace all the fears and all the things. And that is the only reason I just went. And before going in the morning, like train मेरी 4:40 पे थी. And in the morning I मेरा ये जो mirror है इसी mirror के सामने मैं खड़े होके I said in this trip I want to see the best parts of me. I want to see like everyone have their best parts. Everyone have their best part. And when I said that I want to see the best part of me, and that trip was one of the memorable trip till now. I met lots of people, and they all are so lovely. They all are so helpful. I felt very secured around them. I felt very they helped me in nurturing, and also that is the only reason because हमारे माइंड में प्रोग्रामिंग है एंड इट्स अप टू यू इट्स अप टू अस कि हम क्या चूज कर रहे हैं हम क्या इंटेंशन सेट कर रहे हैं सो इसीलिए whenever you go out whenever you do something just say that I also have some good parts in me and I want to see all the parts outside of me जो भी मेरे अंदर है and जैसे ही मैंने ये किया I met lots of lovely people lots of helpful people and I was like oh all these people are part of me all these people are reflecting me all these people are reflecting good things that I have inside of me so that is why you have to believe that divine is one and I am one and everyone else is reflecting me everyone else is reflecting your fears your anger your jealousy your competition और मतलब एवरीवन नहीं मतलब ऑब्वियसली मैक्स उसमें कुछ कुछ लोग होंगे जो आपको ट्रिगर करेंगे सो इसीलिए इसीलिए keep believing in that we are one, we are one, I am one, and everyone else is reflecting me, my best part as well as my bad parts. Or इसीलिए just keep choosing your best part and keep working, keep cleaning your keep choosing your best part and keep cleaning your bad parts, right? And so the next thing is, he did not work on them, he worked on himself. He saw them as a projection of a program within himself. The traditional therapy had already failed in trying to heal those mentals. Imitates. Dr. Hewlin changed them by working on his own perception. As we cleaned those perceptions, the patient got better. You have to understand that when you look at this book, look at any person or experience any moment, you are rarely, if ever, seeing it purely for what it is. Yes, कितने लोगों के साथ होता है? For example, if we are meeting someone, if we are seeing someone, अगर आप मुझे भी सुन रहे हो, for example, आपके पास मेमोरीज होंगी आप उसी मेमोरीज के थ्रू ही ऐसे मोल्ड मोल्ड करके ये करके मुझे ऐसे ही देख रहे होगे हम एग्जैक्ट रिफ्लेक्शन एग्जैक्ट पर्सन को कभी नहीं देखते हम एग्जैक्ट सिचुएशन को कभी नहीं देखते हम एग्जैक्ट प्लेस को कभी नहीं देखते कभी आपने देखा कि कितने अच्छे अच्छे हमारे आसपास ट्रीज एंड ऑल हाँ जब हम इंटेंशन बना के जाते हैं कि मैं आज अच्छे ट्री देखूंगी तो दिखते हैं वही ट्री बहुत अच्छे दिखते हैं वही लोग बहुत अच्छे होते हैं बट जब तक हमारे अंदर इंटेंशन नहीं होती तो हम अपनी प्रोग्राम हमारा डेटा ही हमें चला रहा है वो बता रहा है अरे यार ये कचरा हो रखा है अरे यार ऐसे है आजकल तो हर कोई कोच बन रहा है आजकल तो हर कोई ऐसे चल रहा है सो इसीलिए ये सारी हमारी प्रोग्रामिंग्स होती है जो हमें ऑपरेट करती है जिसकी वजह से हम एग्जैक्ट पर्सन की क्वालिटी पर्सन की प्योरिटी को देख ही नहीं पाते फॉर एग्जाम्पल बहुत बार होता है कभी कोई टीचर्स किसी टीचर ने आपको डिस्टर्ब किया हो चाइल्डहुड में मारा हो एंड आपके पास स्ट्रॉन्ग मेमोरी हो उसकी राइट ऐसे तो हर किसी को मारते हैं बट किसी की अगर आपके पास स्ट्रॉन्ग मेमोरी है तो आप किसी भी टीचर को देखो यू विल गेट ट्रिगर्ड अगर आप फॉर एग्जाम्पल कोई टीचर आपको अच्छा भी लगा आफ्टर सम टाइम यू फील लाइक ओ मतलब आपको नहीं पता चलेगा बट आपका सबकॉन्शियस माइंड आपका जो इनर चाइल्ड है उसको पता होगा कि वो टीचर्स मतलब टीचर ने मुझे मारा था सो इसीलिए यू फील ट्रिगर्ड सो बहुत डिफरेंट डिफरेंट टाइप की मेमोरीज होती है जो मोस्टली आप अट्रैक्ट भी वही चीजें करते हैं। आई विल शेयर माई स्टोरी। कैसे हम बार बार वही चीजें अट्रैक्ट करते रहते हैं। बहुत लोगों के साथ होता है कि कितने पैटर्न बार बार ही रिपीट कर रहे हैं, बार बार चल रहे हैं। बोल रहे हैं ना कैसे आए हम इससे बाहर, बिकॉज हमारा जो रूट है आप उसके ऊपर वर्क नहीं कर रहे। वर्क ऑन दैट रूट, कीप डू चैंटिंग, डू प्रेयर्स फॉर दैट रूट, दैट अगर आप हेल्पलेस फील कर रहे हो, जस्ट अलाउ द गॉड्स ग्रेस, से टू गॉड दैट help me in divine ways, help me in this ways, dear God, have bless me with your grace so that I can heal this root, I can let go of this root, right? Keep doing prayers, I keep talking something good about yourself. So you have to understand, in 2011, the Vanderbilt University psychologists found that memories, what we have recently seen, can contaminate our visual represent perception, impairing our ability to properly understand and act on what we are currently seeing. This study shows that holding the memory of a visual event in our mind for a short period of time can contaminate visual perception during the time when we are remembering, said Rada Blake, a co-author and of study and Centennial professor of psychology. For example, a few years ago, my wife's car caught in fire while she was driving it. Fortunately, she saw smoke coming from her dash and pulled the car over, got out, and called for help. Within minutes, her car was inferno because she was near our home. When it occurred, she called me, and I was beside her fast. Together, we watched her car melt to the ground, and it was unsettling and unforgettable. For the next week, we saw and smelled smoke. I remember one morning over breakfast, she looked outside and saw haze. It looked like a smoke to both of us. And in a panic, we ran outside and looked for the house in fire. But there was not one. It was simply usual morning fog. Our traumatic experience of seeing her car on fire a few days earlier caused our brain to see smoke when it was not there. So ये हर किसी के साथ होता है कि अगर आपने कभी कोई पैनिक सिचुएशन, आपने कोई ट्रॉमेटिक इवेंट देखा है चाइल्डहुड में, स्पेशली चाइल्डहुड में अपने फैमिली के साथ या आपके फैमिली मेंबर के साथ हुआ और आपने वो होते हुए देखा है, तो मोस्टली आगे जो आपकी लाइफ ऑपरेट होगी आप उसी फियर में रहोगे, आप उसी पैनिक मोड में रहोगे कि हाँ समथिंग समथिंग आउटसाइड ऑफ मी, कुछ वही दोबारा। और ये कितने लोगों के साथ होता है, अरे यार मुझे लगता है ये वही प्रॉब्लम दोबारा से आ रही है, वही इश्यू दोबारा से आ रहा है। सो इट्स बिकॉज हमारी जो मेमोरी है, जिसको अगर वो हमारे अंदर स्ट्रांगली स्टोर हो जाए तो बाहर जो विजुअल्स आते हैं तो हमारा माइंड उस विजुअल को भी ट्रांसफॉर्म कर देता है कि हम वैसे ही देखते हैं। सो जैसे सांप और रस्सी वाली बात होती है, इफ समवन हैव फियर ऑफ स्नेक्स, तो अब उसको रस्सी को भी देख के ऐसे लगा कि नहीं ये सांप ही है। सो इसीलिए जस्ट हमारा जो माइंड है, हमारी जो मेमोरीज है, वो स्ट्रांगली स्टोर हो जाए। अगर ट्रॉमा के साथ स्टोर हो जाए तो उसका इम्पैक्ट पूरी लाइफ टाइम के लिए पड़ता है। अगर हम उसको प्रोसेस ना करें, इट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू प्रोसेस योर मेमोरीज, your childhood memories, if you really want to live your life free, like free, we can say at peace. I'm not saying free. If you like at peace, at like eternal joy, if you want to grow spiritually, it is very, very important to know your childhood, to be one with your childhood, to be one with your, all the experience so that you can release all the experience and be one with the divine, because all these experiences are stopping you to see the divine light that is inside of you, because you are seeing your experiences only, simple as that. So but it goes beyond carrying a perception into this moment. Yes, if you just watch a scary movie with vivid, unsettling images in your head, everything you look at for a while afterward will have tinges in scariness to it. Your brain will filter next moments because the vision still in your current memory. For example, आप कोई scary movie देख लो, उसके भी आपके ब्रेन में इम्प्रिंट हो जाता है। उसके बाद फॉर एग्जाम्पल कभी भी जैसे वॉचिंग मूवी इन चाइल्डहुड, एक आई थी ना मंजुलिका वाली मूवी, पता नहीं क्या नाम था। तो हमने वो मूवी देखी, मैं मेरे भाई ने, हम तीन चार लोग मतलब बैठे, सारे फ्रेंड्स ने बैठ के मूवी देखी। और उसके बाद बाहर से छन छन की आवाज बाहर से आ रही थी। जहाँ पे भी कुछ हो रहा था ऐसा लग रहा था कुछ कुछ चल रहा है, कर्टन हिल रहा था, लाइक ओ मंजुलिका। सो द थिंग इज कि जब भी हमारे अंदर कोई स्केरी चीज स्टोर हो जाती है उसके बाद हमारा माइंड हमें वैसे ही दिखाने लग जाता है, वैसे ही सारा कुछ दिखाने लग जाता है कि यू आर स्टिल इन दैट फियर जोन, यू आर स्टिल इन दैट danger zone. This is what I want to say. Yes, bhul bhulaiya. Dr. Hewlin taught me that we have unconscious memories as well. हमारे पास आपको कुछ इवेंट्स तो पता होंगे, बट देर आर लॉट्स ऑफ इवेंट्स, लॉट्स ऑफ मेमोरीज जो हमारी अनकॉन्शियस है, हमें आइडिया भी नहीं है, which affect every level of our being mentally or physically. He said if your subconscious is loaded with information and it feels overwhelmed, it is going to leave you. You know that it just picks up and goes bye bye. That part of you is gone. You have an empty house. And what happens when you have an empty house? You get possessed. Demons comes in. The idea is that you have to stay home. You have to make sure that you are always working to be at zero so that part of you does not leave you. यहाँ पे बताया कि अगर आपका सबकॉन्शियस माइंड ओवरलोड हो गया इंफॉर्मेशन से फ्रॉम चाइल्डहुड से, और अगर आप इसको खाली नहीं कर रहे, दैट पार्ट विल लीव यू। एंड मतलब ऑब्वियसली इफ क्या कहते हैं, ऑनर विल लीव योर हाउस, ऑनर लीव हिज हाउस, तो अगर वो खाली पड़ा रहेगा तो कितना कचरा आ जाता है, डीमंस हम बोलते हैं, या जो भी पोजेस कई बार होता है ना, समथिंग समवन इज possessed by something, right? So that is only reason because their subconscious is overloaded and overwhelmed. And it is very, very important to clean yourself so that you can stay at your home, like your body, inside of your body. Your subconscious should feel empty, and so that you can allow the divine energy. By your presence, you can allow the divine energy. If you are not present, other energies will come. So, you have to make sure that you are working at to be at zero. So, a cancer cell is a cell that lost its identity. You have to make it does not know who it is, because it does not know who it is. It creates havoc. It destroys things. It goes out of walk just like you. Things comes up because you have no idea who you are. You have been displaced by the memories. Instead of being at zero, memories comes up and displace you. Now you are into hell and all kind of problems comes up. That is demons. Unconscious memories have more subtle, just as telling side too. For example, when you go to a party and see someone you instantly like or instantly don't. It's often because of the program in your head. मतलब अगर आप किसी पार्टी में जाते हो और if you see someone, like कई बार ऐसा होता है ना, फर्स्ट पिक्चर पे, फर्स्ट मीटिंग पे feel like okay, he is a good person or she is a good person, और उसके बाद यहाँ कहीं कहीं इम्प्रिंट हो जाता है, she is not the good one, she is not the perfect one, she is not this one. It's just because of the past memories, just because of the programming that you have been holding since long, and you're just using that programming, doing plus and minus, using that programming, using that memories, and you are just interpreting about the person who is standing in front of you. So instead of being at zero, things comes up because you have no idea who you are. No, यहाँ पे नहीं था, कहाँ पे था, you are not seeing the person clearly, and you are seeing your program projected onto that person. No wonder so many people marry folk, either like or unlike their parents. Those early images layer over what they see before them. I used to have problem with authority figures. I would rebel against bosses. I hated being at work. I would do a great job while mumbling under my breath at my superior. They were not superiors at all, other than the fact that their work position was advanced and their pay grade was higher. They were not above me, but my psychology viewed them as parental. It was my relationship with my father, an ex Marine Corps sergeant, that was being projected onto anyone who acted with the authority. I was not seeing that boss as a person, but was seeing him or her as a version of my father. I did not know it, of course. It took long term cleaning to get to the point where I raised a program. So वहां पे बताया कि उनको इनको प्रॉब्लम होती थी, that authority type, that someone is giving authority, right? Bosses से problem होती थी. I also have the same problem. I don't like bosses and all. I don't want to. That is the only reason I just like I मतलब अपने घर वालों को बोल रहा था I don't want to do any job and all. And मतलब मैं उस चीज के लिए बनी नहीं हूँ. I'll do my own work. I'll create my own empire. I'll create everything my own, and I don't want anyone. I don't want to work under anyone's authority. Simple as that. So यहाँ पे भी बताया कि उनको भी ये प्रॉब्लम था. मतलब ऑब्वियसली मेरी मेमोरी कुछ और हो सकती है, उनकी कुछ और है. So the thing is कि उनके जो फादर थे वो उसमें थे. मतलब क्या कहते हैं, मतलब किसी पोस्ट में थे किसी, तो वो अथॉरिटी वाले पर्सन थे, तो जो पर्सन बाहर अथॉरिटी दैट घर में भी अथॉरिटी दिखाते थे, सो वो उनके माइंड में इम्प्रिंट हो गया. एंड मे बी डॉक्टर जोविडल यूज टू फील फ्रस्ट्रेटेड अंडर दैट, अंडर हिज फादर्स अथॉरिटी, एंड दैट इज ओनली रीजन जब भी वो सामने वाला पर्सन कोई और अथॉरिटी दिखाई, यूज टू फील लाइक कि वो एक बॉस नहीं है, यूज टू फील लाइक दैट फादर थिंग, एंड ही गॉट ट्रिगर्ड. और कितने लोग हैं आप में से, मैक्सिमम लोग, अगर आप अवेयरनेस क्रिएट करना स्टार्ट करो ना अपने अंदर, आपको पता चलेगा कि आपकी पूरी लाइफ, आपके जितने भी ट्रिगर हो रहे हो, इट्स जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ योर ओन प्रोग्रामिंग, इट्स जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ योर ओन बिलीफ, ओन मेमोरीज. एंड इफ यू वर्क ऑन योर मेमोरीज, इफ यू इरेज दोज मेमोरीज, अभी आप देखो कितने सालों से कितनी मेमोरीज है, एंड यू आर एक्सपेक्टिंग टू क्लीन दोज मेमोरीज विद इन 1 week, within 20 days, within a month. It's not possible. Maybe you'll clean some extent, right? You'll clean something to some extent, but you have to keep cleaning until unless you feel that you are not getting triggered, you are not getting triggered by that situation, by that person, by that event, right? It is very important to clean. It is very important to heal. Simple as that. Don't think you are immune from this trick of the mind. It is easy to think it happens to other people but not to you. हाँ, अभी आप ये मत सोचना कि अरे आप मुझे, मेरे साथ तो नहीं ऐसा होता, मैं तो अपना ही सोच के चलती हूँ, मैं तो अपना ही ऐसे करती. नो, इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल. और क्या कहते हैं कि हाँ मतलब मेरे साथ नहीं है, बाकी लोगों के साथ होता होगा. आई एम द डिफरेंट वन दैट वुड इन इन इटसेल्फ बी अ ब्रेन ट्रिक. वो अपने आप में भी वो ब्रेन ट्रिक है, जो अगर आपका ब्रेन आपको मानने ही नहीं दे रहा कि दैट यू नीड अ हीलिंग, क्योंकि आपका ब्रेन आपको प्रोटेक्टिव जोन में, आपको सर्वाइवल सर्वाइवल मोड नहीं बोलूंगी, दैट ओवर प्रोटेक्टिव जोन में रख रखा है, सो दैट कि आप हीलिंग की तरफ ना जाओ, बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली हीलिंग मीन्स जस्ट रिवीलिंग द पेनफुल पार्ट्स ऑफ योर मेमोरीज ऑफ यू. सो a way to avoid responsibility. In fact, you are not seeing reality right now. There are 100 billion neurons in your 3 pound brain. Every second, 11 million sensory impression fire along your brain's right way, but only 40 actually reach your awareness. 40, what happened to the one? Sorry, कितना है? 10 lakh, sorry, nahi, 1 CR 9999960 other bits of information. Your brain filtered it and filed it is not useful to your survival. Like हमारे brain में 100 billions हैं जो न्यूरॉन्स हैं, उसमें से 11 मिलियंस न्यूरॉन्स हर टाइम पे होते रहते हैं, प्रोसेस होते रहते हैं हर टाइम, इवन राइट नाउ. बट आई एम अवेयर ऑफ, वी आर अवेयर ऑफ ओनली 40, राइट. 40 हमारी अवेयरनेस के अंदर है, बाकी चाहे वो यूजफुल है चाहे वो अनयूजफुल है, हमारा ब्रेन उसको जस्ट पास ऑन करता रहता है, सो दैट कि वो हमें मतलब जो हमारी आज लाइफ है उसके लिए वो इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है. सिंपल एज दैट. उस चीज को बाहर निकालता रहता है. हाउ डिड इट नो what to filter out? Get this, your brain create an image of the world based on the memories it already has. So अभी हमें पता कैसे चलेगा कि फिल्टर आउट क्या कर रहा है, राइट? ये अभी हमें पता चलेगा ओ 40 ही क्रिएट कर रहा है, मतलब पीछे जो 1 करोड़ वाले 1 करोड़ 99960 है वो तो गए. मतलब unconsciousness में, like we are not conscious about that information, and that is the only reason when we become aware, when we become conscious, when we heal ourselves, we get lots of information, we get lots of ideas, all because we are becoming aware of other 1 CR. I'll not say 1 CR, obviously 1 lakh, maybe 10 lakh. धीरे धीरे जैसे जैसे अवेयरनेस बढ़ती है तो हमारी जो इन्फॉर्मेशन हमें और पता चलती जाती है, and that is the only reason. Everyone says that information is inside of us. The entire knowledge, the entire wisdom is inside of us. So the thing is, ki wisdom is right now that wisdom is under unawareness. If you become aware, if you clean yourself, you will create awareness, and the wisdom, the knowledge, the information will start coming out of you. So this is the only reason now. So the thing is कि अभी जो 40 है हमारा ब्रेन फिल्टर आउट कैसे करता है उसको कैसे करता है हमारा जो ब्रेन है जो हमारी मेमोरीज है उसके बेसिस के अकॉर्डिंग ही हमारा वर्ल्ड दिखाता है हमें प्रोजेक्ट करता है वैसा ही वर्ल्ड इन अदर वर्ड्स योर पास्ट एक्सपीरियंस आर द मेमोरीज दैट क्रिएट द रियलिटी टेम्पलेट that your brain uses to tell what's real. If what is happening in this moment does not match with your brain has determined is valuable or and real, you as a conscious being will never know it. You will never see the information. Your brain will protect you from it. Your brain is a reality creation machine. Only you probably did not know it until now. सो द थिंग इज कि हमारा जो ब्रेन है वो पास्ट लाइफ के ऊपर पास्ट मेमोरीज के ऊपर हमारी रियलिटी क्रिएट करता है सो इसीलिए क्या कहते हैं जो मे भी हमारे लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो अभी इंट्यूशंस आती हैं राइट जब हम जैसे जैसे मेडिटेशन करने लगे मतलब हमारे अंदर अवेयरनेस आ रही है हम अपने अपने आप के साथ बैठ रहे हैं तभी हमारे को इंट्यूशंस आ रही है इंट्यूशन कहाँ से आ रही है जो हमारी अनप्रोसेस्ड इंफॉर्मेशन है वो हमारी अवेयरनेस में आ रही है सिंपल एज दैट सच अ ब्यूटीफुल साइंटिफिक एज वेल एज स्पिरिचुअल लॉजिक सो now wonder, I get questions such as why do some people believe in law of attraction and others do not? Easy. The believers allow the information in that supports their belief. The unbelievers, in the same way, allow information in that dismiss the law of attraction and support their belief. Right? जो बिलीव करते हैं वो वाली इंफॉर्मेशन अपने माइंड से अलाउ कर रहे हैं जो सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं उनके बिलीव को कि यस लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन सच में वर्क कर रहा है बट जो नहीं बिलीव करते वो सोचते हैं कि उनके पास स्ट्रॉन्ग बिलीफ है अपने कि हाँ नहीं वर्क कर रहा मैंने ये किया था वो किया था इट्स जस्ट all happening around our memories. So, is the law of attraction is real? Because you can attract data to support any belief, and apparently, law of attraction is real. What authentic Ho'oponopono reveals in our memories are keeping us from experiencing the pure reality of this moment. Although you probably don't want 11 billion bits of data suddenly overwhelming you, you also don't want to block out inspiration because it does not fit with your worldview. According to many scientists, only infants see the world as it is. They see uncut version of reality because they have less data filtering out the input coming to them. Dr. Hewlin often says, have eyes as a newborn baby. Only then can you see. Let me share another example with you, albeit a painful one to write. Years ago, my wife and I found a mansion. We loved it and it was majestic and secluded, sat 20 beautiful hilly acres, and fit our needs at the time. Because it was such an expensive luxury home, it would require a jumbo loan to buy it. And I applied and approved for one. We began the process of closing on that home and making plans to move into it. We planned to celebrate Christmas Eve. In our new home, excitement was in the air. But 3 days before the house closing, the bank called and added some provision to their loan. My accounting and legal advisor told me not to sign off on them because I would regret it. This was how banks at the time were putting people into financial strain. I did not want to fall into that trap. I decided to pass on buying the mansion, and we were deeply disappointed and we cancelled the closing. I thought that was that. I was wrong. The sellers were two attorneys getting divorced, and they decided to sue me for not buying their home. I could not believe such a thing was possible because of line in the contract that forbade me from backing out the buying. They had a case against me, and I had to go to three different attorneys before I found one I like who wanted to help me. This dragged me through the courts for almost 3 years. 3 years I had to go to the disposition where the opposite attorney asked me about everything from why I did not buy the house to my relationship with my deceased ex-wife. Apparently, anything goes in such a meeting. The process was grilling and painful. What hurt the most was the idea they were doing it for either for greed or for revenge. And there was no love. My heart sank to realize people could be driven to do such a shitty things. I know several stress reduction methods as well as healing modalities and did them all. But nothing removed this situation. I kept cleaning, cleaning, and cleaning. I cleaned virtually every day for over 3 years, and nothing happened, and so it seemed. When Dr. Hewlin came to visit me in Austin right before another Zero Limit event, I met him at the airport baggage claim, which is interesting and considering I am began telling about my baggage I was carrying. He listened attentively to my story. Do you still have your business card? He asked me, and referring to the card he once said was a clearing device, the one with my car name friend sign on it, and I said I did. Take the card and use it to cut up the image of these people suing you. He explained, just see it all being sliced up into tiny bits and then dissolving. Wow. And he was teaching me an advanced Ho'oponopono cleaning method. I did exactly what he did, and still nothing seemed to change. In fact, the couple now stated they were suing me for 3 million. I was aghast. They had no real losses. They still had the house. Yet they were suing me for what they had claimed was a perceived loss of revenue. I shared my predicament with my close friend. No one could explain why this was happening to me. Then I remembered that in my own book, The Attractor Factor, I said once, you get the lesson, you no longer need the experience. What is the lesson? I asked myself. What is the lesson? After months of deep soul searching, I concluded that a program in me was attracting this situation to teach me a lesson about reading contract. And I had trusted my realtor, who should have deleted that line in the contract that was causing us all the program, and had not read it closely, despite a little nudge within myself to do so. I had ignored that inner warning, and the result was hell. Once I got the lesson, obey the feelings, and read those contracts, I felt free. Then the miracle happened. The couple offered to settle down out of court. They no longer wanted 3 million. They no longer wanted to pursue the case. It was quick and peaceful end of the drama, and it was over. Although lawsuits take years, but this ended at very moment I got my clarity, and this that to me is another miracle. So इस स्टोरी में उन्होंने बताया कि उनको जो भी केस एंड ऑल था उनके ऊपर जो मतलब उन्होंने प्रॉपर्टी बाय करनी थी बट एट द एंड उन्होंने बैकआउट कर लिया बट फिर उसके बाद उन्होंने मतलब उनके ऊपर स्यू कर दिया फिर डॉक्टर ह्यूलिन ने उनको सजेस्ट करा कि उनका एक बिजनेस कार्ड था यूज इट एज अ क्लीनिंग टूल जस्ट कट ऑफ जस्ट क्लोज योर आईज एंड जस्ट कट ऑल द इमेजेस जो भी आपके सामने इमेजेस है उसको कट कर दो छोटे छोटे पार्ट्स में एंड जस्ट विजुअलाइज कि वो सारी डिसॉल्व हो रही है देन उन्होंने उनको याद है कि मैंने अपनी ही बुक में अट्रैक्टर द फैक्टर बुक में लिख रखा है कि इफ यू अगर कोई भी प्रॉब्लम चल रही है बिलीव मी मैंने भी बहुत बार इसको एक्सपीरियंस करा है अगर कोई भी प्रॉब्लम चल रही है आपकी लाइफ में जब उससे उससे लेसन लेने की कोशिश करो कि आपको लेसन क्या देना चाहती है सिखाना क्या चाहती है जिस मोमेंट आप लेसन ले लेते हो उस प्रॉब्लम से वो प्रॉब्लम वहीं पे डिसॉल्व हो जाती है बिकॉज लेसन देने के लिए तो आइए अगर आप रेडी रहो कि ठीक है व्हाट इज द लेसन बिहाइंड द सिचुएशन व्हाट इज द लेसन बिहाइंड दिस प्रॉब्लम उसके बाद every problem start dissolving and solution starts appearing simple as that and please note that I had to clean until I got the lesson. And the program was deleted once it was, and the scene dissolved. But you have to take complete responsibility for this work. An attorney once told me there is something in the human brain that won't allow to say they are responsible. And even with the evidence piled up against them, they will deny and ignore and rationalize away their own involvement. That is why Ho'oponopono has the phrases such as "I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you." Those statements helps you to awaken to your own part to whatever you are experiencing. Interestingly enough, those two statements are the hardest for the most of the people Those are the statement majority of the people to object to even thinking. Again, it's not your fault that you may have something to resolve in your life, but it is your responsibility. If you are wrestling with the stubborn issue of your life, realize that the issue has nothing to do with you or anyone else. The issue is the program, it is you, and just like the bacteria or a virus, it is more psychological. It was what Ho'oponopono calls a memory. We have no idea where it is originated, and we don't need to know, we just need to delete it. How? By practicing authentic Ho'oponopono. But before I explain new ways to delete old programming, let's dig into some of the history of Ho'oponopono as we know it today. Where did this strange method came from anyway? So the next chapter is about next chapter कल करेंगे. So it's all about this chapter, that is you will never be the same if you start doing Ho'oponopono, because all your junk will come out. After that, you'll clean the junk. You'll never be the same, right? And if you keep cleaning, all your programming will dissolve. And please write down the क्या कहते हैं यहाँ से क्या आपने नोट डाउन किया, क्या लेसन्स हैं फ्रॉम दिस सेशन, और उसको आप प्लीज नोट डाउन करके कमेंट में कर देना, अगर जिसने भी ध्यान से सुना, कि आपकी क्या क्या अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, और उसको नीचे कमेंट करें सो दैट कि लोगों को हेल्प आउट मिले कि इसमें क्या अंडरस्टैंडिंग मिल सकती है हमें. सो इसमें हमें एक चीज मिले कि इफ वी टेक द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, अगर हम हमारी लाइफ में कोई प्रॉब्लम है, उसको हम क्या कहते हैं, उससे लेसन लेने की कोशिश करें तो वो प्रॉब्लम सबके साथ डिसॉल्व हो सकती है. एंड द थिंग इज कि ट्राई टू कट योर प्रॉब्लम, जस्ट विजुअलाइज इट. एंड उसके बाद थर्ड इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज कि दैट 111 बिलियन जो हमारे न्यूरॉन्स है, बिट्स है, जो इंफॉर्मेशन फ्लो करती है, बट हम 40 ही प्रोसेस करते हैं बिकॉज ऑफ अवर अनअवेयरनेस. सो इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट टू बी अवेयर, इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट टू प्रैक्टिस माइंडफुलनेस. Simple as that. So with this, let's end the session. I hope you all love the session. Do let me know, everyone. Let me drink some water. Yes. Sorry. Yes, everyone. If you love the session, do let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to log it off. Like live ko band karte, because I have my own session now. High blood pressure के लिए पूजा, just teach that person to for self love. Simple as that. I have the story and self love. क्योंकि high blood pressure या low blood pressure is just because of self hatred, low self worth. इसी वजह से होता है. So thank you so much everyone for listening to me, for sitting so patiently, and keep learning, keep doing prayers, and keep chanting Ho'oponopono, keep breathing as well, right? And start becoming aware of whatever you are doing. Got it? So be present here and now. Be here and now. So thank you so much everyone. Sending all the love and blessings your way. Have a fantastic life ahead. Have a fantastic uh, evening ahead. So bye bye. Love you all. God bless you. Jai Mata Di. आज नवरात्र, so Jai Mata Di everyone. May goddess, all the goddess of this planet, all the angels of this planet shower blessings on you all, and may you see that inner goddess that you have inside of you all. Thank you.